knowledge board. But what I actually want to show you guys is the talent network board. So this board here, as you can see, it has different lists. The lists are the gray areas that you see. It's similar to a to-do list, basically. One list says team members. It has all the members of the team in it, of course. Team information, training information. And if you click inside of the team member, there's my picture, there's a description of me, which is my user story as a product owner. I want to create a network where individuals with similar interests can connect. Okay, you can see here there's Jacob's story, and we also have the team information list. And in the list, there's a card. Now, the cards consist of various topics that fall under the list. So, for example, with team information, I have daily pulse, which is the daily meetings, what time they're going to be, our agreements, what is Agile Scrum, etc., etc. Now, the cool thing about Trello is you can make labels. I'm making a label here called information, and I'm just going to color it blue, and then I'm going to click on it, and boom, there you go. So at a glance, I can see that, oh, okay, goals, that's a information related card. Okay, all right. So here I'm writing a user story. Basically, a user story goes as a who, I want to what, so I can why. That's a part of the Agile framework, which I'd be happy to explain at a later time. But again, back to labels, I'm just adding an information label. Boom, there you go. Okay, so up next here, this is how you create a list. As you can see, I clicked on Add List, and I'm just going to come up with a fictitious list for you here. Okay, so I've gone with feedback suggestion. So for example, in this list, I'm going to add a new card. Now, John Smith has a feedback suggestion. Okay, typo there. So, John Smith thinks that we should change the background. So, he added his suggestion and clicked add card. Jane Smith is leaving a suggestion. Jane Smith thinks the labels should be pink. So, boom, she adds card, and there's her suggestion. All right, so you see how simple it is to make a list. Also, we do have stickers that you can use. And stickers are just a cute way, just a cute thing to add to your cards, to be honest. They can serve a purpose. I like to use the checkmark sticker, for example, for something that's important. Now, Trello does come with free backgrounds. There's limited backgrounds to choose from, but if you upload to Trello Gold, of course, you can create your own background. But for this purpose, I decided to go with this background. Okay, so back to some information. Here I have the training information tab. And it's just something that I'm working on. I haven't fully finished it, but it's just information on how to use Trello, what is a card, what is a list. You can add a link. So I'm just going to type in a link here, www.youtube.com/Trello. I don't even know if that's the actual link for YouTube's Trello, but I'm assuming it is. So let's test it out. Okay. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, bam, there you go. This is the Trello YouTube page. So feel free to go here and find out more about Trello. It's an awesome tool. I cannot emphasize that enough. Okay, so here we have what I call the product backlog. This is a term that's used in Agile Scrum technology framework. I'll get into that later, but basically it's just a list of things that we want to do. For example, organize team members. That's something that we need to do. I added the bike rally event. That's a local event in the community here. So I have posted this for members to see the information. So if they're interested in participating in the bike rally, they can do so. This specific team, as you can see here, I've named it Designers Developers because this board is for people that are graphic designers, artists, coders, developers that want to connect with one another. Okay, so I'm just adding another card here to show you something. Podcast events. So, say John and Jacob, they both like to do podcasts. And I notice, hey, there's a podcast event online. Okay, I can put that in the product backlog. That way, John and Jacob can see, oh, wow, there's a conference here. That sounds interesting. Let me get in touch with so and so to see if they want to come. And you can create a checklist, find members that want to attend within the board, gather the members, and once you're done with each item on the checklist, you just check it off. Boom, you're done. And if you see me using hashtags, Trello supports something called markdown formatting. Is basically a way of formatting text. It's very simple. I'm happy to elaborate later. But for the purpose of this video, let's get back to the main focus here. Alrighty. So here I'm just going to go ahead and click on the card bike rally event. Okay. In the event, I have attached a picture and the link to the Facebook page. We have a comment section. So say if Jacob would like to volunteer, Jacob can just comment, okay, I would like to volunteer. So now we know we're doing this for sure. So I'm going to go ahead, excuse me guys, I'm going to move it to the sprint list. Sprint is basically an active list of what we're actually working on at the moment. So once it's in a sprint list, it is now our job to get prepared for this event. We need to find out who wants to attend, who's going to purchase booths. It has the event time and information. And once everything is done, once the event is done, we would actually move it over to the done pile. And I have just added the label priority here. Red usually signifies urgent. And also I have also created a label called events. So just when you look at the board at a glance, I can see, okay, red, this is an urgent matter. Oh, teal, okay, this is an event. Easy peasy. All right. So really quickly, I'm going to show you another board. As you can see, I'm just moving the cards around just to show you the cards can be moved around. This board is called the direct sales crew. Direct sales, it can be complicated. It can be difficult for a lot of people if you're not a salesperson, if you're not a go-getter, if you're thinking sales are just going to come to you, it's probably not the best business for you. But a great thing about it is you need to build your network, because direct sales essentially is a pyramid scheme. The more people you add, the more money you get, basically. So I'm just showing you how to set this up here. All right, so say we have an It Works team. We're going to go ahead and add Jane. Okay, and I'm just going to look for a picture on my computer. I'm just looking for a picture that's appropriate because I have a lot of pictures on my computer, and as you can see, I need to organize my pictures folder. Okay. Oh, we're going to use my nephew. Isn't he so adorable? And he's not a Jane, so I'm just going to call him John. Okay. So John here. Okay, we're going to add that, and boom, there you go. You can see his face. This is the It Works team. This is John. John can put his information in there for anyone to find. So I'm making another list called Cincy. I know that's a popular direct sales business. Same thing. Cincy members can put their pictures there. This way, you guys can all collaborate together. Now, I am acting as a Scrum Master. In other words, I'm just a facilitator, a person that's in between the feedback loop. I am not managing you. This is just something that I'm doing in my free time, just to give people information, just to help connect the dots, help people network, because I come across people every day, every month, every week, every second of my life that have all these different ideas. And I'm like, oh my God, John wants to do a podcast about such and such. Well, Jill told me last week she has a YouTube page for the same thing. Let's get them together. Okay, but again, I'm doing this out of my free time. I don't, I don't get anything from this. I'm just offering this for people. So, with that being said, I'm just a facilitator. I'm just setting up the boards. I'm just putting the information out there. It's up to you to take the initiative to follow through. It's up to you to reach out to the individuals. That's up to you. I am not going to make you do it. It's all about self initiation. If you're a business owner, you have to be a go getter. You have to be willing to initiate. You don't wait for someone to say, hey, go study these videos so you can learn more about graphic design. You should know that. You should have the initiative to do that. That's to be something that you're doing daily. So, Trello is a great way, a great tool simply for you to organize information. And I am just simply giving you this advice because we use it at my organization that I work at right now. I use it for my business. I use it for school. I'm going to be using it for my son's classes. It's a very awesome tool. And also, you can look at other Trello boards. And this, for example, it says virtual assistant workflow. It's a public board. So if I wanted a similar board, but I don't want to go through the work of setting it up, all I have to do is click copy board. And I'm just going to rename the board like so. Okay, create, boom, is done. And then all I have to do is just change some of the information to suit my personal business need. So, in a nutshell, that's Trello board. I would encourage you to take the initiative to learn more about it. There's videos on YouTube. I will also encourage you to learn more about Agile and the Scrum framework. Also, fill out the talent network form if you would like to be added to Trello. It's very simple, it's a painless process. We just need your name, number, email, your talent, your days of availability. That way, I can put you with the best team. And you also just need to agree to the work agreements that are listed at the bottom, and I'll leave that upon you to read. So that's all I have for you now. I really got to go, but you have a great day. Bye bye.